Good afternoon everybody, it's Denise here, Denise Junk Journals UK. I hope you're all well. Thank you so much for joining for another version of crafting with the Down the Rabbit Hole kit from Nanine at Collage Type and Tanya, who is Tatty Treasure. So we are going to do some more gluing of the fabric today. Like I say, if you've been with me a couple of days, you'll know I've got a bit of a poorly back, so I'm only doing 15-minute stints, so that's good when we need to let things dry. Yeah, but it's going to be a lot of gluing today, so I don't know if we're going to get making any ephemera. I won't say impossible, but it's very unlikely we're going to sew the signature in today, because I want to put some glue on the centre pages of the signature. I'll show you that in a minute, but first of all let's get some cover on this cover. Let's get some lace on it and layers and things like that. So the inside for now is staying like that. I may add, it's very likely that I'm going to add things to the inside, but for now I want to get working on this outside to see, you know, see where I'm at. So I thought I might add a little bit of black lace, just a touch here and there. It is quite it's grungy, but it is quite a dark, it's quite a dark story actually, if you know your literature, but it's also, you know, quite a dark journal. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to put a bit of, just a touch of black lace here and there on the cover. So I've brought two with me that I've got. That's just a scrap. I like that one as well. So I thought the first thing I could do before I put that big piece on is if I put a piece sort of that way, both sides, it is also another anchor holding this, you know, should it be under a lot of strain when the journal is bursting at the seams. So I think I'll do that. Yeah, and I'll have it hanging over a bit because it can be chopped into and cut down and trimmed and whatever afterwards, can't it? So yeah, I'll leave it fairly long and then I can decide whether I want to take it off or not. So it's a little bit overcast today. They said it wasn't going to last. It's still very warm. I'm still quite hot. But yeah, it's definitely dark. I've got my filming light on. So, right, Denise, see, it's not material you're putting down, it's just lace. Yeah, I certainly went for it there, didn't I? Never mind, we are putting more lace over it. It's just I was going to do the back at the edge there. I was going to do the back at the same time. I think I might just... Now, do I just want that or do I want more on the front? I think I want to start on the back. Let's put a piece of paper on my desk just in case. Although I'd probably rather glue it to the vinyl than the paper, but yeah, let's get a piece down on here. So we'll have this thinner piece again. Yeah, I'm thinking I want to also put some lace, perhaps this other one, down the middle of each of the centre pages of each signature, just to give it a little bit of strength, and it will add to the grunginess. Am I in camera there? And prettiness, what's the word I'm looking for? It will add to the overall look of the journal, but it will also strengthen those pages, because like I say, I really want to I want it to be nice and strong for all the stuff that may well possibly be going in it. Right, so the reason I wanted to do the back first is I don't know how much of the front I want over, but I do know how much of the back. I definitely want the back over, so if I'm too mean, and I might want something else under the front, I don't know that I do the back. Is there enough hanging? Perhaps if we put a piece of this at the top there, because I didn't have anything hanging out, did I, at the top? I cut it a bit fine. Yeah, so I've got a bit of that at the top, do you think? Yes, let's make it floofy. Don't know how far around there you're going to go. Yep, that's it. Just get the edges down. And it's going to take a bit of drying this with all this Fabri-Tac on it, but it's all going to add strength as well. So yeah, so like I say, I can trim it down a bit if I want, but I can't make it any bigger once it's down, so sort of there. So let's get this edge down, a bit more on top of here. Yeah, so not a lot of that black will show, although you can see the colour through this coffee dyed lace. So yeah, that's me gloopy. I knew I would be. Just let it grab a minute or two before I peel it back and do the rest. So I didn't do anything since I left you all yesterday. I did have to go and put my feet up, and I think once if you've got poorly legs or poorly back or whatever, once you put your feet up and rest after using them, you kind of have to do it for a long time. So just doing it for 20 minutes or so doesn't really work. Yeah, so, and it was later on in the afternoon, so yeah, I didn't do anything. And this morning all I've done is a bit of printing, so I'm not pushing it, I am being careful. See, all this is going to hold that lace down a bit firmer as well. Yeah, that's not very shabby, is it? But you know, often the journal is going to lay on, you know, sit on its back while it's being used. Yeah, you see there's not as much of that as I thought across the front. So yeah, we don't want it too, what's the word I'm looking for? Bumpy. Bumpy is a good word. Don't want it too bumpy on the back. Now I have brought the text block along with me here, so I thought it might be easier. Gosh, that's heavy actually. Ooh. Might be easier to work on that while it's flat, and it is. See, even with the text block back in, it's standing proud now. Yeah, so I want something covering the front there. Did I say some of this maybe? Oops. I brought this along, I wasn't sure about it, but I love the black and the way it frays. I'm just not sure about the green, if I want to have the green colour. Oops. So we'll maybe stick with the layers. So are you going, maybe we want to go on top with you rather than everything tucked underneath. Maybe not round the spine. So if we took that down, leave a bit of that black showing. No, I want that black covered. Where's the other piece of that I had? Just because you can see the shiny glue. So a few layers. I don't particularly want it on that spine. Let's just try a piece underneath. Let's try it and see. I mean, this is going sort of, it's going to be draped across the corner. Let's just try a little piece of this for trying's sake. Gosh, shall I cut some of those off, because it will just create some more while we're playing with it. I know they're the best bit. It's going to hide a lot of that yellowy. It is just playing, I'm afraid. You're just watching me play with bits of lace and material. No, it's not what I want. So I could put some more of this in. Nice pinky bit there, look, let's have that pinky bit. There is some sort of peachy pink colours in the kit. Yeah, and it kind of squashes up really nice, this, doesn't it? I'm covered in glue already. You know, because you can't feel your fingertips properly, you kind of lose the feeling, the finer feeling. Yeah, bit of pink. I was going for green and now I've ended up with some pink. Who'd have thought it? In a grungy. Yeah, scrunchy up though. Oh, the birds are singing nicely. I have to say, if it's going to be a dark and overcast day, it might as well give us some rain. I think I said yesterday our water butts are empty now. We are scraping the bottom of the barrel, literally, for the flowers and the potatoes. So a few sprinkles from heaven would be nice. So what are we saying? That and then that. I'm thinking I might like some more black in there. I've got that little piece that I really like. I'm getting too many layers at the top. I think I probably am. Yeah, I think we'll put this down now and then we'll see. So let's glue it to the spine. Oh, did we not quite get all the way round? We didn't. Notice how it's always we, don't you? Especially when something's not done properly. Oops. So we're quickly heading towards the break up for the summer for you teachers and mums. We've got another month. Yeah, about a month. I know some of you are a little bit longer. Tanya was saying on her video the other day that I think it's the grandchildren rather than a daughter who are nearly at the end of July when they finish. I don't know if they've been making her, because I'm out of the school. I'm out of the school system now. I don't know if they've made the year longer because of, you know, catch up for COVID, or that's just the way it's worked out. I know everybody does the same amount of days. I do know that. I can't think they'll have changed that. You know, so some children and teachers who work to the end of July will have had time off previously to equal the other schools. They don't make some schools work more than others. Well, they didn't. Up to 2 years ago. I guess I've been out of it a long time. Yes, we're smelling very fabric-tacky in this room. I've got my windows open a tiny little bit just for fresh air, but yeah, not like we had yesterday, although it was very hot, wasn't it? It would have this smell would have been quite overpowering, I think, yesterday. Right, let's just go for it. I think I might have put some glue there where there's not going to be any lace. Let's see. I have. Just there, look. I've got threads as well. Whoo-wee. Let's just waft some. Sorry, I wafted you. Got my little microphone wire hanging. I hope it's working. Just waft some fresh air, otherwise I'll be high on that. Okay, I'll put the lid on it for a bit and try and get some of it off my fingers. Just waft this dry as well. Get it off the paper. Oh, I've got plastic, it can go on there in a minute. Right, I'm put that on some plastic and just pop it on the floor here and give it 5 or 10 minutes while we, oh, I bashed it, while we put some lace in the middle signatures here. So I'm just going to glue it on. That one's got bent somehow. I don't know how that happened. It will hold that up as well, because I was going to put some washi or something on there, wasn't I? Which one are we going with? The thicker one. Oh, get off. I think I've got green threads everywhere now. I don't want it too far over, but I want it over each end rather than shorter, I think. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to close these, am I, for a while, so we definitely won't be sewing the signature in. I don't want to risk all my centre pages being glued shut. And it shouldn't need an awful lot though, not in the middle. Someone told me to do this with acetate. I've got a plastic bag. I have, oh, there's an old one, that'll do. That'll save me hands a little bit, won't it? Trouble is, once I've done it, I can't put it on the page, can I? Yeah, it's just going to give it that little bit of extra strength for holding it and for me actually stitching through it. I would hate to pull through it after all this work making it grungy. I'm going to have to leave those open on the floor as well. My lovely hubby came in yesterday after his 12-hour shift and hoovered my bedroom because it was covered. I think he's scared I'm going to do it myself. Bless him. So, shall I put it up those two? I don't see why not. I couldn't decide, could I, if I wanted that in the middle or not. I think I do. The only other thing I was thinking about was that we made yesterday as a centerpiece, but I think I want it to open out. No, I still haven't put anything on the back of it. Like I said, I didn't do anything. Is there a page? No, there's no pages. There is something else that I was wanting to put in, but I want to sew those and I want to stick those on a page as well. So I don't think there is anything else. I mean, I could swap it from the middle, but yeah, I think I want to do something on there. So let's just do it. Let's stick it to two pieces together. We're going the same way. Now, do I mind that? Oh, sorry. That is upside down. Or shall I do it like that? Because I can. No, I'm going to have trouble with that, aren't I? Why don't I just stick it on that? Is that what you were saying to me? And then put that on the top. That's not going to cause much weight on its own, is it? Oh, at least it came to me eventually. It might have been a case of whirring cogs for a bit. Right, let's move that off. Put that the way I wanted it. Oh, crikey, someone's got a machine going out there again. Oh. Shall we go the opposite way? Or shall we have them all the same way? Same. I don't know why. I just had to make a decision. This lovely paper. I'm sure you can hear it crackling. It's gorgeous noise. I don't know if it, because it's extra crunchy, this. I've made it before and it is always crunchy when you dye it, but I think I put hot tea on this one, not too hot, but I didn't wait for it to cool. It was a red hot day and it wasn't cooling very quickly, so I put it on warm, if you like. Yes, it's got warm tea on it as opposed to the cold, if you let it cool. And it kind of made it shrink, you know, with the heat it shrunk, and that's made it, I'm sure that's what's made it extra crunchy. Can you even hear me talking for the noise of it? What have I thrown on the floor? Just a piece of paper and a door. Well, this one feels like a real fatty compared to the others. I don't know why. Just don't like the white on that page. Is that a last minute page I put in? It's one that I haven't torn. All the others are torn, you know, in strange, you know, badly torn. I wondered about curling a corner of this up, but I thought I'll wait until the signatures are in place and we're actually playing with the journal itself. I think that's what you're all waiting for. I certainly am. Get these signatures sewn in and just start having fun. I just want to go through it once more today and check there's nothing else that I want to sew. I'll put into the binding before I finally go ahead and do that. Sorry, I know that took a few minutes, but I just thought it needed it. Is this the one I'm using? It is. And we're going that way, aren't we? Yeah, so I'm going to put the rest of the Alice charms in this journal as well. So Tanya sent me quite a few. I'm not sure if she's got any in the shop. If you're after some, it might be worth having a look. No, she's got lots of Alice stuff at Ephemera, unless it's all been bought recently. Embellishments and things like that. So yeah, pop over and have a look. But yeah, I'm going to put a lot of them on here, and I've got a couple of silver ones, so I don't know, but I might have a go at making my silver ones black. No, who was it I was watching? Patricia at Le Cafe Chat? Oh, I can't remember. You know who I mean anyway. Le Cafe. She was spraying with I think it's probably metal spray or something like that you put on your garden furniture and outdoors and things like that. All of her shiny little things, and I know Neil's got some sprays in the shed, so I might see if I can get a couple of my things sprayed black. Yeah, I've left that one extra long because some of these I'm thinking are going to be nice with things dangling from them or clipped on them or whatever. What has that gone? There. Don't put it in upside down. That's it. Okay, so that's 3 centres. Let's see how the book's doing. Oh, it's just all these things that have got to be done before we start. Now, where is my there? Still want something. I would like the word Alice, and I know it's in the kit somewhere. I think I've used it, so I might have to print it again. I would like the word Alice on here somewhere, and I'm wondering if this wants some lace on the top of it. Now it's going to have this sticking now to that bag. Let's move it. It's going to have this on it. That black has disappeared in quite a bit, hasn't it? I wonder if to have some black on here somewhere. Perhaps under the bottom of it there. I'm sure I've got some more black. Some of that thick one that I made the pocket with. Right, bear with me a minute. Oh boy, now I've found all sorts. Let me just put the lid on my ink. So it might be a case of we've got too much now to choose from. So let's move that out of the way. I've still got a piece of this lovely stuff that I've put on some of the pages. I'm trying to hoard some of that though because I love it so much, but you know, if we have to use it, we have to. I've got this lovely Hessian that Tanya, gosh, I don't know why I cannot say her name on camera anymore. Yeah, Tanya sent me, bless her, because I had none. I'm thinking a piece of that might be nice, you know, a full square of it might be nice behind that. So I might cut a piece and see, because if I cut it square, in fact I'll cut it now. If I cut a square and I don't use it, I will use the square somewhere, because it's been sat here a week thinking, oh, I don't want to cut into it. So if I cut that full square out there where it's been folded, ooh, I'm going to lean back and try not to breathe those. It's creating a lot of floof. I don't want to start coughing, and yeah, I said a square, but you know, I meant a sort of a strange rectangle, so that will all fold up nicely and go back. Oh, for when I want it again. It will just lift it, as in actually physically lift it up a little bit as well. Now, it's going to be a lot of glue, isn't it? But there's a lot of glue on there anyway. Just taking that edge down. Oh, oh. Yeah, I want a hint of it round, but I want enough in case it frays that it will still be visible when it's frayed. There's a nice piece for some clustery effects elements. Right, it might still be too big, I don't know. I was thinking of leaving it higher up, and I can maybe put the word journal or something on the bottom. So let's have a look. Oh, what have we got there? Oh, you're attached. What haven't I got there is more to the point. Whoops. You see what I mean? Right, stop. No more. I like it. I might like it. That's it, a few loose each way. Take a couple from there, because it will do it anyway. I'd like to see what it looks like now. A couple from the top. Oh, it's lovely, isn't it? You could just sit and pull this stuff apart for pleasure. Or is that just me? Am I just being strange? Let's have another one off there. I'm liking that fringe there. Actually, I haven't cut it as big as I thought. Thought I might get a journal word on there, but I don't know. So yeah, I like that on there. But I was looking for something to put some black, and I've got this really thick here and this really beautifully lacy here. It's gorgeous, that one, isn't it? Shall we? Now, I appreciate everything at the moment is going on the front. It's a shame to hide so much of that. Again, I'm just playing and I hope you can see. There's just too much of it, I think. Let's try this slightly slimmer version. Oops. Right. And I think if you go around the back a little bit, quite like that. Let me cut it down because I'm not going to cut it in a straight line. I'm going to go around a couple of the flowers. That's it. Yeah, I'm thinking I want quite a bit of that off there, so you can actually see all that behind. Yeah, Denise, go on, go for it. Take a lot off. Whoops. Have it down a bit. Whoops. And you hanging over there. Yeah, where's my little, because they're just going to be the piece de resistance, aren't they, on the top. Yep, I like that under there. Just going to want something here, I think, perhaps over, and then I'll have to look at the back. But yes, I like that Hessian on there, and I like that black on there. I'm going to take a few more of these off here. It will just allow the oh, we're not even on the book there. Take a lot off. Allow the glue to seep through to the actual, hold it onto the actual book cover is what I was hoping. Look at those. Yeah, because they're not going to be seen, are they? Wondering if I should have stitched some of these together to hold it. Right, this one first then. Oh, well, you can see that glue smudge there. So, oh, come on. It's like a snail trail, isn't it, on this? It's picking all the hairs up. Just get the edges. Oh, can you see? I've got a furry nozzle. Oh dear. There we go. Stick to me now instead of the nozzle. Let's see if I can just do it in the air rather than dragging the threads, the hairy threads with me. No. Let's get that centerpiece down. Nice. Go on, get off. Might as well stay on there because you're going to stick it. Get that bit flat down. Yeah, it should be going through to the back because it's coming through to the front. I've got hairy hands. I'm sure that's a sign of something. Oh, I know, we used to say at school, the first sign of madness is having hairy palms, and everybody would look at it and then you'd say, and the second sign is looking for them. Anyone else or just me? I ask that a lot just recently, don't I? Yeah, I think this needs to go down now before there's any more layers. I don't know about this sitting on a bookshelf anywhere. Might need a desk all to itself, or a table. Right, we don't want this coming up. So it's going to have to be glued within an inch of its life. I'm getting plenty on that stitching because that will resist, but if it grabs, it will grab it well. Ooh-wee. Yeah, I'm not bothered about the edges being up. I just want the actual centre square of it to be well and truly down. Right, we're going up a bit. I don't want it off at an angle, do I? No. Well, this is definitely the laciest book cover I've ever created. I wonder if my, excuse me a minute, this will help. Oh yes, I can get some good purchase on that, if you know what I mean. Some good squashiness. Oh, it probably needs to have a big heavy book stud on it before I do any more. Yeah, I'm going to leave that back bit hanging and I'm going to stand it with a great big heavy book on it. Okay, I've washed my hands. Gosh, I was sticking to everything. So yeah, that needs to dry for a little while. Now I did say tomorrow we'd sew the signature in. Now tomorrow is Scraps on Sunday, so we won't be doing it tomorrow. The day after that is Monday, and it's Masterboard Monday, but I will come back with this. So I do want to do I do want to do a masterboard with some of the scraps from the Alice kit, so we'll sew the signature in on Masterboard Monday. So you won't have to wait, you'll only miss tomorrow, which is Scraps on Sunday. What I thought I'd do quickly, just before I leave you, I squared up this piece of fabric that I'm saving so that I can put it away in a nice square piece, and just cut off the funny shaped end. So I think I've got 5 or 6 pieces, and I couldn't put this away without using it because I got it out and didn't use it. It's got those little threads all over it from the Hessian. So I cut 6 pieces of that, and there was a bit of this sitting on my desk, so I cut 6 of that. Thought I'd just make some quick clusters. So I brought some buttons. I don't know if I want the green ones. I've brought lovely green vintage cotton, and I've threaded the needle ready. Don't know, we'll do a couple of each, and then, you know, I can use them, I'll put them in the box. We'll use them for page tabs or tag tabs, and the ones we don't use I'll just put in my stash, because I do sell these on Etsy in mixed bags now, rather than just choosing the ones that, because that's got hard. I've sold quite a lot of them, so yeah, I do sell mixed bags of these clusters, fabric clusters. That's got a lot of pink on it, and there's a big piece of pink on there. Right, do I want the black underneath or on the top? Just go on the top. Yeah, that's quite white. I'm not wanting white. Where are the more yellowy ones? Oh, they are quite white those, aren't they? Oh, that one's not so. That's better. I've lost my pop of pink now. Where is it? There. I'll just go through that. Yeah, I mean, you know, I use these a lot myself. You'll have seen me use them on all sorts of things. They're a great thing just to have in your drawer when you're looking for something and you don't know what. They make good page. Can't find the hole. Always the same on camera. I can sit and do these 10 to the dozen, 20 to the dozen. 10 to the dozen slow, isn't it? Yeah, when I'm not here being filmed. But of course, mind, I'm holding it away from myself a fair bit. Yeah, I feel like someone's closed the hole up. I usually only go through 3 times. I think just so that we can see the green thread a bit, I'll go 4. She says. I'm grabbing everything. Oh, I've just seen some lovely black ribbon there that I brought and didn't use. Yeah, and I don't glue these. I always just hand sew them, and then they can be glued on in place, and there isn't loads of glue when you're about to use them. They're very floofy. I'm just going to cut a piece of this black ribbon because I think, oh, that will be nice with a piece on. I've got a smaller piece. Oh, did you hear my elbow then on the table? And a piece of that. And a little teeny tiny one of those. What do we think? No, I want the black at the back. It's quite full on. You are very wriggly scarf. Let's fold you over. That's it. That's better. Right, now I haven't put a knot in my thread, so I have to make sure I don't pull through. Yeah, I usually just sew them with white thread. Now I've got white thread in my drawer here. I just thought, I saw that green and thought, why not? It doesn't show up to that extent, to be honest. So I won't make you sit and watch me do all 6. But I'm sure you'll see these make an appearance. I'm just looking at a bit of that Hessian now there. Guess that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, they don't have to be pretty on the back. Just make sure they don't fall apart. That's all you need. No amazing sewing skills required. Let's have a piece of this while you're still with me. That's got a nice black dot on it. Let's use you. Right. I've got some green buttons, but I've mixed them all up now. They're very tiny, is what I was going to say. Yeah, they're too tiny. There's a nice oval one. Let's do that. Yeah, so there's 3 as quick as anything. So yeah, 6 won't take me long at all, will it? Yeah, so you'll see them not tomorrow. Pulled that all the way through. But they, you know, if you fancy having a go yourself, these are lovely things to sit and just do mindlessly. You really don't have to think much about it at all. It is quite, well, I find it quite fun. Just pulling the thread through. It's quite a relaxing thing to do. If you can't, if you're not got the time or the patience, I'll just go through once more because that Hessian does fall apart. Or the you know, you can't manipulate your fingers as well as you once could. I always have them available, and if not, you just send me a message somehow. It take me 30 seconds to whip up a dozen of them in various shapes and sizes. Okay, so there's 3 just like that. I will make the others before I put everything away. So yeah, they'll be nice. They'll be nice here and there through the signatures. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed that. Like I say, tomorrow is scraps on Sunday. I might even be doing something with the scraps from this then as well. I just saw this that I meant to show you as well. Do you remember when I got this? The haul when I got this? So this is like the pretty bias binding. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to put a couple of pieces of this down a couple of the pages. Now we've introduced some black. So I knew there'd be something I wanted to stitch in it before I stitched it together. So yeah, give me a thumbs up. When you come back on Monday, we definitely will be sewing the signature in. I will have everything ready no matter what I have to do to sew the signature in, and you know, have a good look at it and maybe start playing. So yeah, it'd be lovely if you come tomorrow to Scraps on Sunday. But if not, I will see you on Monday for more of this. Have a lovely afternoon. See you soon. Bye bye.